All right, we're going to finish our religion book today, our story of creation. So we got to get our book ready and we got to finish our book. Remember, what is it called? In the beginning, the story of creation. Remember, when God first created the world, there was nothing. It was darkness. So boring. And what did God say? Let there be light. He called the light day. He called the darkness night. This was the first day. On the second day, God made the sky, right? And the waters. On the third day, God pushed back the water and made the dry ground appear, the land, the trees, the fruits, the plants. On the fourth day, God said, let there be signs to mark the day and the night. The sun identifies the day. The moon and the stars identify the night. On the fifth day, God created the ocean creatures, right? All the creatures that live in the water and all the creatures that live in the air, the birds. So the birds and the sea creatures. On the sixth day, God said, let there be creatures all over the land. So he created the land animals, all of them, and people. And he gave the people a job. He wanted them to look after the world he created, right? He told them, you rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and every creature on earth. You will have fruit to eat and water to drink, and I want you to enjoy your life here. God's work was done. The world was every bit as beautiful as he imagined. It was the seventh day. Number 7, and you know what he did? God rested. Ooh. The next story is about what happens to Adam and Eve in the place that God made for them, which is called the Garden of Eden. It's a really good story. We're going to save that, though, for next week. And we're going to work on our creation story on our very last page today. But before we open it up to the last page, let's go over the whole thing. Creation. Day 1, God made light when there was none. Day 2, God made clouds and water too. Day 3, God made plants, flowers, and trees. Day 4, sun and moon and stars galore. Remember Countworm today made himself look like this 4? Day 5, God made fish and birds that fly. And day 6, God made man and animals that day. And day 7, God rested above in heaven. So there's God up in heaven. He's resting. He looked over his world that he made and he said, I am pleased, or I am happy with what I made. And on the 7th day, he rested. It was very tiring making the whole entire world. Think about when you have to do just a little project or do a little bit of schoolwork, how tiring it is. All these waves, I'm going to do different colors of blue to make it look like really cool and oceany. I'm going to do a darker one up here, this one. Ooh, it's like a navy blue. It's called Bluetiful. It's a dark blue. And then the water comes next to the land. And then we have a mountain. Let's do mountain gray. I'm going to do a gray mountain, and I think I'm going to do a brown mountain. Ooh, and then my sun. the rays of my sun. And then there's God. I feel like God would have white hair, don't you? But I can color his skin. We don't even really know what God looks like because God is just in heaven and we've never actually gotten to see God with our eyes. And I feel like I want to give my sky another blue. I'm using blue-green for my sky. Notice how when I'm coloring, I'm holding my paper with my other hand so it doesn't wiggle. So when you're working, you should always be holding your paper down with your other hand and then your paper won't wiggle. Ooh, that looks gorgeous. So day 7, God rested above in heaven.